Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. This is Let's Play Amnesia the Dark Descent. Now, I have been listed as not being afraid of this game, and honestly I really am not. I find the story interesting enough, but scary wise, oh, this was supposed to be so scary, super scary. It's not scary, it's not really scary at all. I've never really been scared by it, ever. I might have had a few apprehensions the first time I played it, but never, scared, per se. It was more like, oh, this is happening, and then it was instantly, well, let's see how we figure out how to get around this kind of thing. There's quite a few of the monsters that are actually scripted, whereas I heard it was supposed to be, random, to where you never knew when a monster was supposed to come or whatever it was. And I heard The Evil Within did the same thing. That was supposed to be like that, and then it ended up being scripted as well, so you could pretty much figure it out. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and just get started. Why don't we?
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Okay, so we wake up randomly, and our name is obviously Daniel. Cough, cough, D-ho. Great. It fits. Oh, wait. This has Joya gamepad support? I didn't even know that. Although I actually prefer having the mouse and stuff in this game, to be completely honest. I didn't even know I had a controller. I couldn't imagine it working well with a controller, actually. Even though I'm more of a... I like to have a controller type person. But we can pick up items and move them around. I guarantee you've probably seen this game before. So... Anyway. I will be trying to find most of the story bits and any of the secrets and stuff that I can find in my first playthrough. I'm by no means an expert at the game, but I know what I need to do for the first main bits. Great, nothing happened. Thank you. This is the first time I actually get to play it with this kind of graphics, though. The first time I played it, I had to play it with low and everything, but now that I got my nice PC going and everything, it's nice. It looks really pretty. Get broke. Get broke. You're a fireplace. That's great. But yeah, I've always been saying how I don't get scared by this game, and I guess it's just time to kind of prove that, to be honest. I mean, I found FNAF more scary than this, and even FNAF, the only reason it gets me every once in a while is because I'm not paying attention, or I'm tired, and then a jump scare will happen, and I'll be like, oh, and that happened. And I'll just be like, oh, that happened, and then be perfectly fine after that. It'll just be like a slight jump. Oh no. Nothing at all's happening. Oh no, look at that ceiling. So creepy. Why are you so high and up there? What you doing, man? I never understood what these were supposed to be. Like rose oh wait, no, it said they're rose petals, aren't they? Right. Okay. Anything in here? There's a painting. Pretty sure that's like a version of School of Athens or something. Probably. Got you. Your suit of armor. Let's go this way. I don't even know what that is. Looked like it was the day that Jesus rose from the grave. Can't remember what the official term for that day is. Nothing in here, okay. I'm pretty sure if you actually go in there, that the door closes and all the lights go out. Right? Right. Yeah, I was right. This was all about, yeah, Easter holiday and why we celebrate it, etc., etc., so we can eat chocolate. That's one thing that never made sense to me was, oh, so we celebrate this guy rising from the dead. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steady rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought, instructive assist his victim with a rock. What do we got here? I don't remember what we were talking about. So I started playing Skyrim recently. Yeah, that's been interesting. I've also very much always been against Skyrim. And I've been playing it recently, and it's been okay. I won't say it's the best game in the world, because I still have my own, I don't know, apprehensions about it, if that's the right word. We have slimy things. Get away from me. Shoo. Shoo. I don't need none of your crap. I have my own, like, little apprehensions about the game. I'm still not, like, totally in love, but I kind of found my own way about going and doing things in it now. Originally, I just couldn't get into it, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna start the game and try and do main quest only. And I started trying to do that, and I got a little bit. I got to the Greybeards part, but I still couldn't quite get into the game. So I quit playing, and then I was like, okay, well, how about I just do all the side quests? So I went on this wild tangent to find out, you know, okay, well, let's do all the side quests kind of thing. And that started getting me too. I was just kind of like, well, I don't want to just do only side quests. What's the point in that? So I just recently got it for actual PC instead of console, because I've been playing on the PS3. And finally, I got the PC version, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it to where whatever happens, happens. And I've been doing well with it. I basically play it to the point where it's like, okay, I've heard about this, and if I think it's interesting, I'll go and check it out. Even if I'm busy in the middle of, like, the main quest or a bunch of side quests related to something, I'll be like, oh, so there's this group called the Companions. Well, that sounds interesting. I'm just gonna go check it out. And I've been able to get by a lot better using that method. But anyway, the reason I brought that up, not to just bring it up randomly, was because my main thing in the game right now is I have a mini quest going on to pick up every book in the game. So, like, no matter where I go, my main objective has been to look for different books and tomes and shit. And I know you can buy a house at some point in the game, like several different houses. And one of my houses, I'm going to build it up like a library. So I can just put every book in the game inside this house. And that's kind of just been my goal so far while playing. Is not been to like worry about, oh well, I need to go do this quest, etc. It's been like, okay, I'm in this building, I know I need to kill some bandits, but did these bandits steal the old lore of Talos book 4? Because I still need book 4. I have 5 and 3. So that's how I've been getting through Skyrim so far, and it's been alright. I've been enjoying it by doing it that way. It's just like a little quest that I gave myself. So we picked up oil, and we have the letter.
5th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
So we've gotten our goal of the game now. We have to go find this guy and murder him. And that's the main point of the game. That's all we do. That's the whole reason we're here. Now this takes a while, obviously, or it wouldn't be a game. Where's the lever? I know there's one in here. Where are you? I have beat the game before, by the way. It's not like I'm going in blind. Where's this lever? Do I have to go back in here? Lever? Oh, how did I not see that? That one. There we go. Oh yeah, we got a lamp. We picked it up in a couple rooms back. Just thought I'd let you know. I was going off on my own little tangent. Traveling to Dover meant going through Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit to avoid the sense of guilt connected with neglect of the family. Alright, so this is like the central little hub area, I'd assume. I don't know if it's exactly a central hub, but...
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
But that's down that way. I don't think we can exactly go down here yet, can we? I think it's locked. Right. Can't go that way yet. I think we need to go up that way, but I could be wrong. Get the oil and some tinder boxes. The biggest problem you'll run into while playing the game is running out of oil and tinder boxes, so you want to conserve on it as much as you can, because the more sanity you lose, the more likely you're about to run into a monster, even though it's pretty much scripted. Nope. Oh no! Whatever that is, it kind of looks like veins or something blood related. Straight out of your body. We got some slime. One way that you can regain your sanity is being in areas like this where it's bright and open, Because monsters can't even appear here, I believe. But if there's like really bright lights, you can look at your sanity, and a slight headache's not that bad. It's actually really good, so we're doing pretty well right now. Like I said, I think we need to go up there first, but we can check down here just to be sure. This leads to the laboratory. And this should lead to a brewery? Wine cellar, right? So, oh well, it's written above the doors. Right. And then I think our goal is to come up here. Okay, so yeah, that's showing us that we'll probably need to go there, but that's locked. Won't budge. What do we have over here? Tinderbox, not bad. That staircase broke down. What do we have over here? Hello? Won't budge. What was that supposed to be? No, nothing to describe it. Archives. Well, as you knew, he fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick to his stomach. Hazel remained hidden in fear she too would be punished. Well, we should have mementos. No mementos are available. Diaries, none. Notes. Self-note. Okay, well, we don't have an objective quite yet, so we could just wander around and look. Rare books. This would be my dream in Skyrim. We had a note right there, but I'm going to go ahead and look real quick. Okay, nothing there. Don't know. Nope, nope. Okay, we'll pick up this note. I think most of the notes read themselves.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Indeed. Yeah, basically we're gonna run into a whole bunch of these notes and stuff from Daniel's past, and it kind of will explain what's going on and why we're here. So you want to try and find as many of them as possible. Now, I didn't find a whole bunch the first couple times that I played the game. Wilhelm's contract. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my service at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no harm break the seal. Willem, House of Girich. The more you stay in dark areas, obviously weird effects are going to start happening, but I'm not too worried about it, because like I said, I kind of know what areas will have bad things happen to you, and which ones will not. Nothing here. Although you don't really want to lose all of your sanity at any point, because it does take a bit to get it back up and going, unfortunately. Nothing there. Well, I heard something there. Can't remember. When does this game save? I think it saves whenever you enter an area. Nothing there. Okay. Nope, nothing there. There we go. Now I believe there is a monster in this area.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Indeed you were, sir. Is that... okay, that's not a thing. Anything here? Doesn't look like it. Nope, no secret books or anything. Hello? Nothing there. Old tombs. Good job. Some oil, tinderbox. There's a crouch, okay. Couldn't remember what button the crouch button was. Okay, don't need you. No notes or anything in here. Nope, okay. What's sad is this is probably still only a slight headache. Head is pounding and hands are shaking. Ooh. Local history. Won't open, it's locked. Right, that's why we need to go downstairs, if I remember correctly now. Oh. That didn't sound good. Right. I think that is the one bad guy who's here. There's only one. We've been in here. We picked up our first note there. Wanting to say, there is one who comes by in this room. I think. Can't remember, to be completely honest. Can't remember. You a thing? It might be like a positive, a for sure thing now because my sanity is a little low. But just in case, I do want to have it saved so I don't have to go pick up random notes again. So I'll go back into the entrance hall. Desert dunes were like waves in a sluggish sea. While the caravan moved, the land appeared motionless. can't remember when the game saves. The web stayed there, not realistic. Tisk tisk. Archives. When does the game save? Options. Is there a save option here? I want to increase the mouse sensitivity. Because why not? Show effect subtitles. No. Although that would be interesting, I didn't even know that was an option. To listen to the commentary. But I didn't know that was even an option. Now we could stay in here and wait for our sanity to go a little bit more up, but I think all is good, according to our health. I'll take this with me, just in case. I can't remember whether or not there is one in here. There might be one on the far side. But if we die, that's fine. It'll just prove me right. Is there one back here? No. Okay. Oh wait, there's a scroll back there though. So we did need to come back here. Good job. Yay for being brave, right? A+. It is easier to see with this thing though. I don't want to waste too much of it though. Okay, none of that. Maps. Ooh. Kingdom of Prussia, Central Prussia. Nothing important. We have a note. Oop, I will take you. It's light enough in here I can see well. Okay, nothing there. What's the note say? You just gonna lay down and take a nap?
17th May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
And I touched it.
I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Interesting. So we found this weird blue orb that was glowing. And fragile but not breakable by hand. Can I throw something at it? Perchance a rock. Oh, that would have been bad if that fell on me. Like this. Yeah, that's probably realistic. That probably would have happened with just a rock. But hey, we found all the notes in this area, I think. Tinder boxes, some oil. Someone's decided to play piano for us. Pretty good at it, too.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Right. Nothing there. We'll jump through here. What have we got back here?
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
I went ahead and lit the lights in here because I remember there's a weird puzzle. There's one of them. Two of them. There's a third one somewhere. There it is. Well, that wasn't too difficult. Why did I light those? Oop, we got a... What is this? Alstad and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region which, rich with lores, Alstad deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid reverence. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Alstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in a local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remains of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records at the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwest glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Alstad, and which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Alstad, and like most those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian estate. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. Family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. Okay, so we can go look in here because I didn't see anything else of interest. We got a key. Regarding closing of the wine cellar, Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brittenberg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would be, in a sense, solve both my problems. Okay. So maybe that's what the monsters are in the basement. Are they the king's men? They starve to death? Because I know the basement's like the first area that you actually see. So does this go to the wine cellar? Okay. Okay, I think that's the first enemy that we get to see. He'll come into the room and then walk out, and that's it. I'm pretty sure. If I remember right. Can you hear him? I don't see him. I thought he walked into the room and walked back out. Then again, it has been a while since I played this game. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Okay. Oh, but this door is open now. Oh, there he is. That was weird. He took his time. Let me think here. To get out, first of all, we'll go ahead and fill that up. To get out, we need to go down this hall and take a left. Right? There we go. Done and done. That wasn't too bad. Stone slab looked like a safety measure. It wasn't meant to be moved ever again. Whoop. Ugh. All is good. Hey, all is good, I tell you. You calm yourself. Nothing down there. We'll go down this way. Where's my sanity? Head is pounding. Okay. There's been worse ways to go. So now that we have the wine cellar key, we should be able to go down the wine cellar, but we'll check that last area first before we do that. But before we even do that, I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. We did quite a bit, so thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode, which this probably took up a couple of them actually, but I'll see you all in the next episode, where we will continue on with Amnesia, the Dark Descent. So, see you all then.